Hello everyone. We are live. I can't hear anything, which is weird. Why can't I hear anything? Oh, I'm not plugged in. My headphones aren't plugged in. Um, where the hell is the This is a great start, by the way. Where is my I don't know where I need to I don't know where I have to rewire this. Fine. Everything's good. This over here. It. Whoa. Okay. Still can't hear, but now I can hear. Do you guys hear static? Oh, that's the game. Okay. I am a professional streamer. I've been streaming for years at this point. You would think I would get my shit together, but no, that's clearly not going to happen. Okay, there we go. That was a lot. Hello, Quackster. Hello, Danny. How are you? Also, thank you, Danny, for the biddies. Oh, and the additional biddies.
Is it really a pixel boom stream without technical difficulties?
That is true. Without technical difficulties, this is just, every other stream on the internet. The technical difficulties makes it special. Okay. I think we're ready to go. We're gonna start a new game. This is Hitchhiker. It's a mystery game. Is that our land? Are we the hitchhiker? Or are we gonna pick up a hitchhiker? That's the question. Hello, Scatter. How's everyone? I'm doing good, except for everything else in my life, but right now I'm doing good. How are you doing? Okay. We seem to be driving. Hitchhiker. Okay, that was actually a really cool opening. Good use of logo. Oh, my connection completely stopped. Okay, I've been having internet troubles all morning, and I'm... Shrug. Poke the raisin. A toothbrush. That's all we have. Had to work earlier. Waiting for the answer to the place. You had to interview at. Well, we're still sending the positive vibes.
That's okay. Most people
Hopes
I pick
everything
up
turns
are
out.
just waiting for their turn to talk.
Chewing tobacco inspect. Huh.
Want a raisin? They're from my farm.
Sure. Why not? A good raisin? Oh. Oh, that doesn't seem right.
Guess those things don't agree with you yet. Strange. They're Thompson seedless. Good raisins. We still farm more of those in California than anywhere on Earth.
Okay, that was a little weird.
You want to know the clearest evidence that reality isn't real?
Let's be sarcastic. That's a loaded
Raisins
question.
and grapes, man. They're the same thing,
Uh-huh.
but they taste disgusting when eaten together.
Do
Obvious
they?
bug in the program there, right? Memory is a slippery thing.
I mean, so is
Think about when
chicken and
somebody asks
eggs.
you about this ride later.
They're not like, they don't really
Assuming
mix
you even
those
know
things.
where you're going.
Should I
You
grab
get
the
someplace where somebody
crotch?
can ask you. Hey, how'd you get here anyway? They'll ask you. Oh, I hitched. And your brain will flash back for a second when you say this. And it'll show you a frozen snapshot of yourself sitting in this car talking to me like we are right now. But which moment will it actually
State
show
real
you?
hour, discover the truth.
Will it be this one? Or this one? Or this one? We think we remember how people really were, how our lives together really were. But when we think back to them, even the people we cared about the most, all we're doing is snatching moments out of the air.
This is a lot for the very beginning of this game.
Just grabbing another raisin out of the box.
I'm trying to, but they won't let me. That was the good stuff. Who are you trying to remember? What is it with you? Who are you trying to
My
remember?
wife. She's
Oh.
dead now.
Oh,
But you probably guessed that.
yeah. And how would I have guessed?
Thanks. But you don't look like you're doing so well yourself.
Probably not.
Takes one to know one, right?
Oh.
I can always spot someone who's grieving along this highway.
The call honk.
They
That seems a
usually
little
stand
disruptive.
on the road with a dazed look on their face and their thumb up in the air.
What do you think I'm grieving
Young
over?
guy like you, I wouldn't have a clue. My wife, if I'm totally honest with you, I don't really remember what she looked like.
Okay, now we're off-road, and that scares me.
Remember everything about her. Just not her face. Some people have faces that are easy to remember. Doesn't seem fair. Sure. It's not as easy as people think. I'll give you an example. You think you're present in the moment? You've been talking to me for a few minutes now. What color are my eyes?
Oh, I have not even looked in your eyes. Okay, I'm gonna pop out of this. I can speak to you in your... You can ask me what color your eyes are while I'm speaking to you. You not cover them, still look directly into your eyes and not know what color your eyes are. I don't know what color eyes are. Also, what is hazel? What is that? What is hazel? I have Pokemon Funko Pops and I found a Psyduck. Ooh, nice. I wanted the Mr. Mime one, but I never grabbed it. A light brown? What does that mean? I don't know eye colors. Let's go with green.
Nope.
Oh.
Well, like I said when I picked you
I
up,
can't even look. What? Tell me
some
what
people
that
are
is.
just waiting until it's their turn to talk.
This where we need to go?
Hey, kid. Do me a favor and close the window, would you?
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, but sure.
That's better. Now, where were we?
Where are we headed?
Not much profit in talking geography with someone who doesn't know where he's going or where he's from. But if you want to know, the trunk of this car is full of 4 bushels of raisins that I'm driving to my brother's place in Intercourse. That enough info for you, Copernicus?
Wait, intercourse?
Yep. Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
That was my first question
You're
when I
not gonna
heard.
believe this, but my other brother lives in Lampshade, Texas. I once picked up a guy who'd been to the Czech Republic. They've got some really weirdly named places over there, he was telling me.
Hmm.
One place that means young celebrator of pain. The thing is,
On the way to fucking...
some of these places are 700
literally.
years old. I guess they didn't really know how to name places back then.
Let's see this matchbook. Oh. It says help. 5-3. This is not... This isn't really boding well. We're gonna take that one. Could we have taken this? No, we couldn't have taken that. We did take the matchbook.
You know, when I was a kid, my brother and I used to drive our parents crazy on long drives like this. What you got there?
Just a matchbook.
Just a matchbook, huh? I figured it must have been something important.
What makes you say that?
Because
Okay,
the
this is getting
window
really
still
weird.
Closed.
Huh?
So, where were we? Our folks wouldn't let us listen to the radio in the car. So we used to make up these songs about food on long drives to pass the time.
Oh,
we
I
had
don't
this
like
one
this.
with about 30 verses, each about a different kind of grain. There was this one time when we passed a billboard for this new kind of bread. Balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. Oh yeah, that drove Mom and Dad crazy. Come on, join in.
Isn't that? Haven't we been here?
In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread.
Sure, why not?
In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread.
Let's say it's a catchy song. What's happening?
Actually, I'm beginning to understand my parents' perspective.
Wait, what the fuck was that? What is
Getting
happening?
older is funny. It's like reading a book where less and less happens, but the writing gets better and better.
Okay.
You got that right, kid. Let me tell you, getting old is no picnic.
I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like
the
the ending.
I'm not sure I gotta like this ending either.
How you spin it. We were married for 37 years. People used to ask us how we managed, being married or not, working off the side of the road together, sharing a little trailer. The truth is, nobody knows if they're happily married. All they know is that it's the thing they've been doing every day.
Brush our teeth for some reason.
For the last 37 years. It's not that simple, Copernicus. Life has a way of chipping away at that certainty. It'd be easier if you had a number assigned to you. A number from 1 to 100.
Love is the extremely difficult realization that something other than oneself is real. Iris Murdoch. Okay, nothing on the back.
To 100. Printed on both your foreheads where you could always see it.
That up.
It would arrive in the mail every year, right after you file taxes. Oh, we're a 71. That couple down the street, the Rosens, they're an 82 this year. Oh, I guess they have it a bit better than us. Some way of knowing.
I guess he didn't like that.
There's a photo in that glove box there of us, standing in front of our trailer. It was in a magazine. One of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country.
Mind if I take a look?
Well, I never opened the glove box myself. It's kind of a superstition of mine.
Ooh. Hey, I don't know.
But help yourself.
Okay, I guess we have to do it. Okay, look at the photo.
Hey, where'd you get that? That's not her. And that guy there, he looks like you.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I was going to ask you the same question, Copernicus. Did he... Who gave this to you?
It's your glove
Well, I guess it
box.
belongs to you. You'd better hold on to it.
Okay.
What woman?
What the fuck?
Well, oh, her. Well, hard to say.
An almanac. Or for some
To
reason.
say. I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. What's that black thing in the glove box anyway?
Binoculars? Oh, whoa, okay. Things got...
See anything interesting there?
No. There's some boring field.
Yep. Not much to see around here. Pretty flat until we hit North Bend.
Okay. Let's see. Just second smoothies. Have driver to continue conversation. Scenic break. Okay, that was really fucking weird. Okay, I have a feeling this is us. Did we kill our wife? Is this us and did we kill our wife? That's where my head is going, because it's already really weird. Like, I'm going for the weirdest option. Here, okay, I want to see this again. Not really many other options. We are going on like the same route. There we go. Okay, let's keep going.
Say, want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Why did the raisin take the prune to the dance? He couldn't get a date.
Okay, not bad.
Hey, that reminds me. It's almost 4:30. You'll like this. It's my favorite. I once knew the hostess, Darlene. She used to change the tires on my truck on Highway 51.
Welcome to another Interstate Riddle Hour. Here's our first riddle. Keep your eyes peeled, all you blacktop carpetbaggers. I fly, yet I have no wings. I cry, yet I have no eyes. Darkness follows me. Lower light I never see.
Okay. Okay, we're back. So let's go in. Find the correct object. I kind of forgot what the riddle was. Something about guarding something. Oh yeah, we were solving riddles on the radio.
Need some help?
Can you repeat the riddle?
A gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound.
Gatekeeper open bound. The road? Gatekeeper open bound. Okay, let's at least try to go back into the game. Sure,
Great.
I'll try another
Here's another
riddle.
one. Take one out and scratch my head.
Take one out and
I am now black, but once was red. What am I?
scratch head. Once black, now red. Oh. Matches? Why can't I select them?
Well done. Okay, here's a tough one. I have 4 wings but cannot fly. I
4
never
wings.
laugh and never cry. On the same spot I'm always found, toiling away with little sound. What am I?
4 wings. Same spot. I don't know what this one is. Be something else in the backpack? No. Repeat it?
Need some help? Round and round we go, people.
Round and round. Windmill? No.
Need some help? I have 4 wings but cannot fly. I never laugh and never cry. On the same spot I'm always found, toiling away with little sound.
Around. Okay, I need another hint.
Need some help? You might need to get your binoculars out to
Oh,
find this object.
okay.
All right, here's our last riddle. He lies without touching the ground.
Oh, come on, Darlene.
He lies without touching the ground. I'll use the only thing.
Damn it, Darlene. I should have tipped her better when she changed the tires. She's been out to get me ever since. Look, she isn't being straight with you, kid.
Check the photo, Copernicus. The photo in your bag. Then you'll see.
Okay.
She's in trouble, Copernicus. You must help her.
What's going on?
Things like that happen all the time on this highway. It's nothing to lose your scrunchie over.
Turn the radio back on.
Little Hour has now ended. I've helped you all I can this time. So long, Copernicus.
Kid, I am sorry about your girlfriend, but I had nothing to do with it. It's just the opposite. I was sent to protect you.
What are you talking about?
From yourself. You picked this car every bit as much as I chose to stop for you.
I'm confusion.
You picked this car, picked me, not to feel anything.
Not
Kid.
to feel what?
Just let it go. There's nothing for you down that road. Nothing but hurt. Look, I admit I lied, but only about one thing.
Not really fair.
Nope. I'm as surprised by that one as you are. Nope. She's dead, all right.
Oh, that's not the one I meant to do.
That's no lie. Now, why would anybody bother to lie about that? Yeah, we've met. Twice, in fact.
Okay.
Sure. You showed up at my trailer park taking photos.
Uh-huh.
At first, I was a bit suspicious, since there were plans to kick us out and develop the trailer park into some kind of shopping center. But then it became clear that you'd been sent here by a magazine to do one of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country. Kid, I told you, you don't want to go down that road.
But why not? So what else are you not gonna do?
Well, there's one more lie I told you. We're not #1 anymore. In raisin production. We were surpassed last year by turkey. I wasn't afraid of the truth either, back then. My wife, when she got the x-rays, when she knew, she decided to spare my feelings. Didn't tell me anything. Hid the x-rays in one place I'd never suspect, because it was so obvious. Stayed closed until today, till you came along.
You're making a mistake.
I wish it was that simple, kid.
Welcome back, Quackster.
Hey, Chief. Why don't you have a look here?
Wait.
He appeared on this highway about the same time you did. I guess he's part of what you're running from.
Turn around. There's no one there. What is happening?
Not sure. You can't see him directly. He only shows up in mirrors, windows, pictures.
What is happening here?
Well, we haven't talked yet about the second time we met. That's the thing. It's a little hard to explain. Better if I just take you there. It's just a quick detour. We'll be there in a minute.
I am so confused. No, it's getting really dark. I don't like this. Oh, I really don't like this.
A man travels along a road until he reaches a gate at the top of a hill. The road has been long and straight so far, and the going has been easy. But now the man can't go any further, so he takes a seat by the road to rest. The man waits, and after a length of time that seems neither short nor long, the gate opens, and a guard appears. The man asks the guard for entry, but the guard says he cannot let him enter at the moment. The man thinks for a second and asks if he will be allowed through later. It is possible, says the guard, but not now. The gate now stands slightly open, and the man tries to
I am
look
still
through
very
it
confused.
longingly. His journey has been easy so far, and he misses the feeling of the open road. The guard notices and laughs. Even if you could gain entry, there are many gatekeepers after me. Some are much stronger than me, and I'm afraid to look upon them. So there the man waits, for days, months, years, waiting to enter. One day, when he's given up hope of entering, a single question occurs to him, one he has not thought of before. Why, he wonders aloud, are there no other travelers along this road? All these years, no one but myself has waited in front of this gate. The answer to this question comes from a voice near his shoulder. It is you who made this gate, says a bird perched nearby. So it exists for no one but you. But why? Asks the traveler. Why would I choose to stop here?
Feed the birds. I am increasingly confused, and
The
it
bird
made
answers
not help
after
that
hungrily eating
the
a
whole
crust of
tech
bread
issue was
from
happening.
the man's hand. After this point, the road becomes less straight. It splinters
But
like
nonetheless,
the tree
I'm very
in which I live,
confused.
splitting into dozens, hundreds of branches. The path becomes impossibly narrow and frail, and crowded with the view of other paths one could have taken. There's only one point ahead on the road where all paths converge, where all points join, where the light shines through skin and through lies. But it's never been reached by one of your kind, a traveler who walks on feet. Shoo! Cries the guard, chasing the bird away. Don't listen to his nonsense. Having said this, he takes a seat next to the traveler, but not before closing the gate forever. So when you think about it, who knows how long we've been sitting here, just like this, on this road. Take it from me. It's better to face things with, what's it called again? Fortitude. Better not to feel too much. Want a raisin? You
No.
sure? You just need to get used to them. Life is like a box of raisins. That's some Forrest Gump type wisdom for you right there.
Hello, Scatter.
Here,
I
I'll leave the
just
box
turned
open
off the
for you.
computer.
Help yourself.
Just raisins. The birds. Birds
Look.
may swarm when fed.
Hooded crows all along this road. I have to chase these for my farm every harvest. They look hungry. Didn't get much peck out of this last harvest.
I don't want to eat it. No. You can't be fed if the window's closed. Okay. Throw out the window.
You don't want to do that, kid. These birds are unpredictable. There's no telling what they'll do once they start swarming. Get enough of these crows together and it's big trouble.
We're gonna keep throwing.
You're making a mistake, kid. You don't know where they're taking you. Look, I'll help you. I'll help you figure out what happened when she came back from Europe. Look,
I don't
get
trust
that
this
you're
man.
mad, and I don't blame you. But you don't know what's out there, kid. What other drivers on this road are like. Stay with me, and things will play a whole lot safer.
I want
All
another
right,
shoe.
I guess you made your choice. Don't blame me for what happens next. Now you've done it. They've taken control of the car.
Not letting me choose anymore. Oh.
I don't know, Copernicus. Why don't you ask them?
Oh. We went to where the binoculars show us.
We're at my farm, Copernicus. I had a funny feeling the moment you looked through those binoculars. Well, they're pulling us around in circles. They're afraid of the scarecrows I put up here last summer. They want to take you, I suppose, to that windmill in the middle.
Okay. Rotate the scarecrows. How do I rotate them? I don't quite understand.
You need to rotate the scarecrows. See if you can find something in this car that might do the trick.
I mean, they're rotating now, but... Oh, they look at... Let me see. Use the window... Oh, okay.
That's it, kid. Now, more of the same. almost there.
I am just increasingly confused.
That's it, kid. I think it's for you.
Okay.
They have a way of leaving gifts once you've fed them. Often something shiny or a piece of string. They have a way of leaving gifts once you've fed them. Often something shiny or a piece of string.
I'm going away for 2 months. I'll be back before you know it. It's practically a cliche. Going to Europe to have new experiences, and yeah, it's corny, but maybe find myself.
I guess I'm just worried that you'll find yourself but lose me along the way.
I'll be back before you know it. Promise. Here's a security deposit.
What a weird box. Did you win this at the circus?
It's great, right? I'll send you something special from Europe to put inside, so you know I'm thinking of you. And then we have our road trip together when I get back. You won't miss me anyway. You have plenty to keep you busy, like that job in California. The story about the
vanishing grape farmers. You're right. I'm worrying too much. I love it. Does it lock?
In some other world, it must, but not here. Okay, trade you a memory box for your Polaroid. Say cheese.
I'm trying
Well, now
to
that you know
understand.
how it's
I don't
done,
have anything to
doesn't
say
make the
because I'm
next
just
step
so
any easier,
confused
does
about
it?
what's happening. Hello, Vel.
Listen, I disapprove of just about every choice you've made on this trip. But I like you, kid, and I can see you've made up your mind. If you want to find your girlfriend, if you want to find out what happened, if you really want to go there, you've got to find that box. I don't know, kid. But find that box and the key. Open the box before it's too late.
Okay.
Well, this is where I say goodbye. Unless you want to help transport 4 bushels across. Nah. Just remember, there are many more gates ahead and many more guards. I'm pretty much the friendly drunken uncle of the bunch. Well, good luck to you, kid. Oh, one more thing. What did the grape say when he got
Don't
run
leave us, you're
over
kinda
by the
hot.
car? Nothing. He just gave a little whine.
He is hot. Not gonna lie. He has a
Good
nice
luck
voice
with
too.
your search.
Okay, I guess we're leaving. I'm just confused. Like, I obviously I'm more scatterbrained than normal because of, like, having to stop stream for, like, an hour and a half, but still. I did think he was a serial killer. There's 5 rides? Oh my god. Oregon. Okay, I don't really trust this person. What's his name? Patrick Hopper. Okay. Walking down
It's
the
the
street.
second house on the right here.
Oh.
No, wait. The third.
Don't you remember where it is? I thought you spent your whole childhood here.
Do you know what put us on top of the food chain? Do you know? And please don't say opposable thumbs. Plenty of animals have those.
What if you're the murderer?
Koalas,
We
something
might
called
be.
the waxy monkey leaf frog.
We don't really
Nothing
know if
special.
there is a
Forget about
murder.
thumbs, okay? Memory is what put us here. So many of our dreams are set in the places where we used to live. We want to see them, visit them again. There should be a rule, a kind of social convention, the old apartment rule. That works like this. We can show up any place we used to live and simply explain, oh, I used to live here. There's nothing strange about it. The people who live there just throw open their doors and invite us in to have a look around. So we can go back home again. So we can be whole.
Huh?
Hey, are you keeping an eye out? Oh dear. I didn't mean to put you to sleep with my talking.
Oh, that was him talking.
No offense taken. I've been told I have a way of putting my students to sleep as well. We're looking for Asper Street. And at least it used to be called that. The problem is...
Fax machine. I see you. Everything on this where a knot with full lens the whole year round.
Problem is that a few years ago they rearranged all the letters of the street signs in this neighborhood. Very impractical. I didn't catch your name. I'm Hobbs. You don't remember. Well, they say sleep is the cousin of death. Well, you're lucky I happened to find you in that cornfield. Some of the places I'm asked to lecture at these days, dubious at best. Just a second. Let's find this Asper Street, please, before we begin our inquiries.
Save the whale.
Inquiries. Like I say, they might have rearranged the letters a bit.
Mondale Ferrero. Remember the letters might be jumbled up. Find Asper Street. Nope. Oh. Well, dearest, greetings from Spokane. I'm visiting for a lecture. Wish you were here. My hotel room is shaped like this. Your friend Hops. Okay, weird. Another sticker. Save the dolphins. You know. Here. Farming. Foster Street. I kind of forgot what we're looking for. Was it Asper? There
Yes,
we go.
That's it. Very good.
There we go.
So, we're on our way. Now, there was something you wanted to ask.
Why is your car so messy? Sure.
Well, what can I say? I like to hold on to things.
You are on the rich side.
Always
Everything's
give
so
yourself the option to
nice.
look back. That's what I
Bushes?
say. Keep your eye
Couldn't
on the
be me.
rearview mirror. You, my friend, should know that best of all.
Have we met?
Oh, yes. We've all met you along this highway. Now, I picked you up because I could tell you're looking for something. Something you've lost. And we're all looking for something on this road. I've never met anyone who wasn't. My dog.
Your dog.
Well, she's been missing for a long time now. Hops, like me.
Okay, weird.
Stupid idea, naming a dog after yourself. They constantly think
And it
they're
makes it
great.
easy.
Every
Can't
time
forget it.
someone you know stops you in the street. Made her a little bit high-strung. So, Vern mentioned this problem you have with a photo.
Yeah, here. Show you. The photo.
So, you're looking for her. What happened to her? Well, a singed photograph is never a good sign. I'm sorry, though. You don't remember anything?
What do you mean it's not a good sign?
Objects are imbued with memory around here and tell stories. Sometimes rather lengthy and pointless ones, to be honest. But not in this instance. Well, I can help you with one part. Now, you two came by my house, yes? See, that's my silo. There in the background.
You have a
Yes.
grain silo?
I got a lot of dogs. After a
Airline
while, the
is
kitchen got
whack.
completely full. I'm not very good at getting rid of things, as you can see. Anyway, I invited you two in and put the kettle on the stove, but you never wound up making it through the front door. There was some kind of argument. No, just you two doing the arguing.
You will soon be hungry again.
She suddenly had to take a call. You got impatient.
Who was the
Now,
call
I don't
from?
know, but you didn't seem happy about it. I had the feeling it was a recurring thing. Someone who's in the habit of getting in the way between you two. Well, I'm happy to help, however I can. What do you have in mind?
Take me to the house.
My house? I'll do you one better. If you want to know what happened to her, why don't you just ask her yourself?
That could be helpful.
You haven't asked me yet where we're headed. The warehouse of lost things. Impressed?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It's this warehouse that contains everything you've ever lost in your life. You can find anything there.
That would be
even
very helpful.
feelings, but you only get 15 minutes.
Okay,
to
not
look.
as helpful. That's not enough
It
time.
really threw me the last time I was there. I got distracted by some mittens. Yeah, I had as a kid. Left them at a bus stop sometime in the mid-60s. After that, my parents bought those things that clip your mittens to your coat so it wouldn't happen again. Well, why not? Shamanic tribes of the Amazon believe that in order to heal, you have to journey into the other world, find the thing you've lost among the spirits, and bring it back. Now, and to think about all the things we misplace. Atlantis, huh? And we lost an entire city once. Why shouldn't we get a second chance just to go back and retrieve some of the things we've left behind?
So you think she'll be there?
Suppose. Well, I've never looked for people. It definitely works for pets, though. I found several of my dogs there when they run away from time to time. Stick with me, you'll see. Just keep your eyes peeled. Now, if I remember correctly, it's only about another 20 minutes from here.
I like how he says that there's a scenic break. Let's brush our teeth again. Oh. Okay. Go lock. Window open. View the window. There's no... Oh, visor down. Crater Lake. Okay. Hey Jack, having a good road trip. Would be a little easier if my boyfriend could drive. Haha. Tell mom I'll be back in time for her birthday. Kira. Jack Pinkham. Okay. Music is stressing me out. There we go.
Peculiar. It's nothing. Just wondering about this green light. Are you one of these people who's good with cars?
No.
I was hoping you might know. I never saw it before until you got into the car.
You have a
A
manual
car
someplace?
manual? Oh no, that's not the sort of book I keep in here. I'm a humanities teacher. No, I think we'll wait to find a mechanic someplace. Perhaps that part-time quiz show hostess. Ah, the green light. The epic sense of man's urgency. The future that keeps receding from us. Yes, I suppose you've read The Great Gatsby, too.
No, I just
It's
skimmed
probably
it and then
nothing
wrote a
major,
book
just a
report and
reminder
got
to
an
get
A on
something
it.
checked. But what do I know? I'm not the technical sort. Oh, we could ask Lola. Well, she's very good with these things.
Who's Lola?
Lola's a kind of oracle. Well, she's given me lots of good advice, right from where you're sitting. Besides, more to the point, I'd like to check with her about directions, just to make sure we're pointed the right way. See if you can find her here.
Find her?
No, not a woman. A bear. Well, she's quite small, you see. A toy bear. Now, I found her at the World's Fair in
So you wrote to a bear.
Barcelona, 1929, at an exhibition about alchemy. Lola Montez. Well, she's somewhere in this car now. Feel free to rummage around as much as you need.
Okay, find the bear. Fortune. Here. Look at the postcard again. Oh, okay. A key.
What have you got there?
A key.
Interesting. Looks familiar. There she is.
Lola!
Ah, Lola. Put her on the glove box lid, my boy. That's where she likes to speak.
I love Lola. Okay.
Yes,
Speak.
sometimes directly, sometimes in a more of a roundabout way. Lola, dearest, now I'm here with this young fellow here, and well, the warehouse. Now, it's left up here on Concord Avenue, right? She's not ready to talk yet.
Something we can do.
She's lonely, and she misses her friends. Fellow memory objects. That's her preferred company. Trinkets like her, lost and found many times over the years, imbued with the memories of everyone who's ever claimed them as their own. Get enough of them together, and things start to get interesting. The present moment peels back like wallpaper to reveal the past behind it and the future ahead.
Just so the bear
Her
can
and her
see the
friends.
future.
Yes. She's very good. She even remembers my dog's names. About 9 months. Well, no, I couldn't look for her these last months. I got a bit detained. Yes, it all started when I was buying some tube socks. I was on the escalator, trying to leave the mall. Do you ever have that thing where you buy something and you know it's the right thing, but you start worrying about it just as you're leaving? I was staring at the socks, wondering if they were the right length. Now, I knew they were, but I must have
I don't
not
buy
been paying
clothing
attention.
ever.
Because suddenly, I slipped down that crack at the end of the escalator, right where you're supposed to step off.
This is stranger than the talking
Yes,
bear.
exactly the thing kids are always worrying about, getting sucked down the escalator.
How does
Well,
that happen?
First quite quickly, and then very slowly. Before you know it, you're
Ah.
banging around in this chute, and then you land at the bowling green.
Okay.
That's what they call the entrance. It's a little area with some onboarding materials and that fake grass carpeting, so the landing isn't so rough. It's the most fantastic place. Under the escalator, just vast. Like falling out of bed.
I don't
and
think we're
landing on the
dead.
moon.
I think we're trying to compartmentalize trauma. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe we had a breakup and we're trying to come to terms with it. That's what I'm guessing. What do you do to pass the time?
Not much, really. There's an old black and white TV that only gets a few channels. There's some old board games just lying
So
around,
we
but
have
they're all
5
missing
different
pieces
drivers,
and
and I think they're all gonna
There
take
was
us on a
one box
journey
that promised
to try
8
to
games in
uncover
one,
the girl,
but I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to play a single
and they're
game.
gonna tell us a
A couple
story
of
in
decks
this
of cards, all incomplete.
way.
I must have dreamt 20 times that I found the 4 of clubs. Oh, no. There are other people there, but not much good for company. Everyone's just waiting to get out. Very poserish scene down there. Let me tell you. A lot of staged ennui.
How long do they have to
Well, they open the escalator every year on January 1st. Clear everyone out. They used to do it more often, but then, well, yeah, budget cuts. I fell in the beginning of April, one of the last cold weekends of the year. Really tough thing to get your head around, being trapped in there almost a whole calendar year.
wait? Sounds very
Pretty
trying.
much the only thing that passes for excitement there is when somebody new drops in. Pretty quickly, you learn to tell the difference between the real people and the mannequins they drop down the chute.
The mannequins?
Sure. Well, that's how they keep everyone fed down there. They stuff mannequins full of food and supplies, put them on the escalator, and just let them slide down the chute. Well, that's a big moment when they drop the mannequins down. Really breaks up the monotony. Everyone rushes.
This is a
over
really
to
weird
the
story.
mannequin
The
bar to
first
get their
story about
hands
the
on
gate,
food
that made
inside.
sense. This one I have no idea how it's relating to anything.
Oh, indeed. But I guess it's the easiest way to get the food to slip down the crack. One time, a real guy fell down the shaft and
Oh,
was
no.
mistaken for a mannequin. Now, he was half torn to shreds before I pulled him out of there. Poor fella didn't look lifelike enough. Oh, yes. He was really quite beside himself. He gave me his pipe as a token of appreciation for saving him from the mob.
I did too. I was like,
Well, I
so
still
you
keep it
just
in my
eat the
pocket.
mannequins? Okay, what do you say? Oh, he kept it in his pocket. Is that one of the things? Oh, nope, that's not what I want.
Oh, look. Let's give it to her place.
Okay. It's a Lola.
Let's see if she's feeling more sociable. Lola dear, are you feeling more chatty now? Lola dear, she says her tea party is still missing 2 guests.
Okay, we need
You see, we just need to find 2 more of her friends.
to find another memory object. What about my toothbrush? No. Okay. So that must be a thing.
Ah, of course. My audiobook about the gulag makes perfect sense. Only 1 more object to find now.
Why does she care about the cassette tape?
Oh, well, it's something I used to play for her in the car an awful lot. There was this one story she used to adore.
I'm interested in the story.
Well, it's about 2 guys. In a way, 2 guys like us who were side by side, both waiting for something to happen.
Sounds pretty boring, but go on.
Now, these two fellas were both prisoners in the Gulag. Do you know what the Gulag was?
Not exactly.
So, the Gulag. That was these forced labor camps where they used to send
I had
people
an
in
idea.
Russia, right? The thing is, the Gulags weren't closely guarded. It was pretty easy to escape. Because these camps were off in the absolute middle of nowhere. You could escape, but then what would you do? Well, you'd starve to death. So there was a trick. It was called the sandwich. Now, say you and I wanted to escape the Gulag. Two guys like us, friends. We'd
Sure.
recruit another guy, a third guy, to escape with us. Now, preferably a nice, fat, buttery guy.
Okay, I see where that's going.
The fat guy was called the sandwich because the idea is that the two buddies, us, would kill and eat the sandwich on the way home to survive. It's great, right?
Okay, this is more fucked than I thought it would be.
Maybe I didn't tell the story right.
Why did it?
Oh, I think mainly just because of the setting. Siberia. Bears love stories about remote places.
Lola's
I haven't
fucked
told you
up.
the best part yet. Well, there was one time these two guys escaped with a sandwich. But there was a problem. They finished the sandwich too soon. Didn't ration him out long enough. He was all gone. And they still had days to walk through the Siberian tundra. These guys were great friends, but they were also hardened criminals. And so they knew that whichever one of them fell asleep would be eaten by the other one. But the code of criminal friendship didn't allow them to acknowledge this. So they had to keep playing it, nonchalant, chatting about stuff, whatever people talked about back then, trudging through the snow. Who? Oh, those two convicts. Oh, no. One of them fell asleep and got eaten by the other. But it's their ability to keep face that I always think about. Their honor that couldn't admit any suspicion. I mean, you don't totally trust me, right?
Not after
It's
that
you
story.
looking out the corner of your eyes. You don't think I know where I'm going.
No, now I'm scared you're gonna eat me. Because you told two stories about one that was near cannibalism, the other one that was explicitly cannibalism. And now I'm very concerned. Lola's also really fucked up. Lola, why do you like that story?
Listen, can I ask you an honest question?
Go ahead.
Okay, here it goes. This girlfriend of yours, why is it so important for you to find her? I mean, okay, the burnt photo, damsel in distress, etc., etc. I get it. But if you can't remember anything about her...
We'll always have this.
I remember one thing.
See, this is Lola's influence. It's starting to work. You feel it, right?
All you have to do is find your way back to me.
Wearing anything though. Her name is Kira.
Let's keep him as our pet.
There was a firefly captured in the last
You
bottle.
two didn't even mean to capture it. It just flew into the empty bottle. Yeah, so you think maybe the goal of this whole ride is to return to that moment of innocence and recapture the magic of that moment?
You can't recreate.
Can't repeat the past. Why, of course you can. Well, for your sake, I hope so. I think you know. You're like me. The past is the only place left for us. When we were young, we thought the past could only tie us down. Everything we wanted, freedom, lay ahead on the open road. Well, that was yesterday, and this is today. Now the past is all you've got, and the future is full of pain.
Sure.
Well, when we get to the warehouse, remember to keep an eye out for a firefly in a glass bottle. It shouldn't be hard to spot. They tend to keep that place pretty dimly lit.
It's the raisin.
Oh, look. Looks like Vern started doing some advertising. I guess he's finally decided to take matters into his own hands. Normally, he's so stoic, letting things take their own course, never complaining. Well, he was just trying to help you. Seems like you can use it. You're totally infected with this frontier spirit, am I right? Always move ahead, always continue along the two-lane blacktop. Maybe Vern exaggerates a bit, but at least he knows these parts. You should turn back here. No, I'm serious. It's just Lola. Blast nothing. Someone changed the street signs. Him. He's been here. I swear it was the second left past the red house. But don't worry. Don't worry. We'll find it. It's right around here.
I hope
I just
so.
want to find my dog.
Things are getting weird
These
again.
streets all look the same. This is worse than falling down an escalator.
I don't think so.
Here, take this. See if you can figure out which way is east.
This isn't a compass, it's something else.
Are you sure? I mean, look through it and see if it tells you which way is east.
Okay, nope, not a fan. Not a fan of this.
No luck, huh? Well, maybe it does something useful.
Give it to Lola.
Oh, listen. She's starting to talk. Hopefully we can get out of this maze now and head on our way. Lola, dear, this young man.
The stages
and I,
of grief, that's a
we're
good
looking
theory.
She's saying something. Something about you. A car crash? No. He's fine. Well, just look at him. She thinks you've caused some kind of accident. I can vouch for this young man, Lola. Well, he's been with me almost the entire afternoon. She says she knows who you are and that she wants to help you. She's gathered these memory objects for a purpose, for you to put together, to bring you earthly knowledge, she says.
Lola,
Very
why were you so
peculiar.
cryptic? Not cryptid. Assemble the memory objects. Okay.
Well, isn't that something? It's alchemy, my boy. Art. A camera. Your means for turning water into wine, redeeming the past, renewing memories. Well, nothing needs redeeming more than the American suburbia. Am I right? Americana, where the surreal intermingles with the mundane. Here's your chance, my boy. Create a photo journal. Win some awards. Firefly, sent directly from your memory, I suppose, to guide you. Oh, hello there, Lampyridae.
Interesting.
Oh. Ho, 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 those sideburns. Don't let my students get a hold of that.
Okay, take
I
pictures
think they're
from the
not done yet.
past.
They want you to take more photos.
Follow the
They
flag.
want to show us the way, but they can only do it through photos. Gee, I didn't notice him standing back there. Should we go back and pick him up?
I've seen him before.
Who is that guy anyway? You don't sound very glad to see him. I think they're not done yet.
He was the one that was in the mirror. Wait, what are we doing? Oh. Camel's bra.
Trading post, huh? Interesting proposition. I expect you get something rather valuable in exchange for this particular camera.
I have no idea where this is going. Still. Warehouse, lots of things closed.
What? It can't. Ah, no! No! My dog! How? If I can't find her in the past, I don't have a chance of finding her in the future.
Like you said, we can redeem
Oh,
memories.
that was just nonsense I said to cheer you up.
At least he admitted it.
I just want to find my dog. Is that a dog collared in the street?
I think we found her?
I suppose. But what's happened to her? She's invisible. She's lost in time since the warehouse closed its doors. That's it. Capture her with that camera of yours. Oh, you're a good dog, Hops. You ran past a funny mailbox through a door, and we'll find you, don't worry. We've got to find that house.
Find the house with strange mailbox. Okay, it has a rooster on it. Oh, yep, that's it.
That's the one. Hang on. Look, the silo. That's my house. Funny how
What
you can
happened?
come upon the very place you live and not even recognize it. All depends on the angle you... Hey! There's Hops! Thank goodness. Oh, I've almost got her back. Listen, I didn't realize the warehouse was closed, but we must do it again. Now you have to promise me, pinky promise, that we're going to meet again in a year, okay? This same spot. We won't exchange contact info or anything like that. We'll keep it old school.
What the
Meet
hell is he
here
talking
in
about?
1 year's time. What do you say?
Sure.
Wise plan, young man. People like to say that you can't live in the past. Well, look at me. I'm living proof to the contrary. Look, your fireflies are back. Seems like they're waiting to give you one last memory. Hops, wait for me!
I just think it would be fun to ring the bell. I lived here my entire childhood. I feel like I have the right.
Oh, right.
Sure, but we better make it quick. Lots of driving to do still.
Hello.
Okay.
What can I do for you two?
So these are actually all people
This is
we've
gonna
met in
sound
the
funny,
past.
but-
Not at all. Come right in.
Oh, sorry. I've got to take this. To me, it's perfect here. I don't understand what's so great about our life in Seattle. Don't you ever think about making a change?
Sure, but this isn't the kind of change I had in mind. I get it. You grew up here, so it's your baseline of normal. But this just isn't my idea of an adventure.
Adventure. It's real here. It's a good place to grow up, to have children. At least it was for me. I can always find myself here. Same stars, same fence, same mailbox.
Okay, well, we got the box.
Hey, you need a ride someplace?
Okay, I guess we're going to ride 3 then. Leah, Birdsall, South Dakota.
Listen, I'm not your girlfriend. And
Oh.
I'm not your mother.
Okay.
But you'd better finish that pickle. Or else...
Gotta
I'm
finish the
stealing it.
pickle. Are you out of your mind?
Truth. They're the best part of the meal. A
Exactly.
little rubbery in this place, though. Me? No way. The food's decent, but it's that thing about not wanting to eat at your place of work.
Oh, I
Mixing business and pleasure.
Been interesting a long
Well,
time.
feels like forever.
So maybe she's someone we met along our road trip.
At this point, it's less what I do and more who I am. But not Thursdays. Today's my day off. That's okay. It's nice to sit on the other side of the counter for a change and
People,
see
like,
how the other
popping
half
in.
lives. This music, isn't it dreamy?
Sure.
I can tell we have some things in common.
We have the photos and the locked box. So we have that photo, the photo of the house.
I can tell we both have to live by our wits. Hitchhiking isn't an easy trade. Waiting tables isn't either. I'll show you what I mean. Corned beef hash with 3 eggs over easy, whole wheat toast and hash browns. 2 eggs scrambled with bacon, sausage, English muffin, and french fries with mayo instead of ketchup. 3 eggs over easy with well done bacon and a side salad, hold the toast, Greek omelet with well done hash browns and white toast, a short stack of blueberry pancakes, coffees all around, and
I'm
1 Diet
concerned
Coke.
about this.
So, how many orders of toast were there? Okay, here it is. Corned beef hash with 3 eggs over easy, whole wheat toast and hash browns. 2 eggs scrambled with bacon, sausage, English muffin, and french fries with mayo instead of ketchup. 3 eggs over easy with well done bacon and a side salad, hold the toast, Greek omelet with well done hash browns and white toast, a short stack of blueberry pancakes, coffees all around, and 1 Diet Coke. So, how many orders of toast?
3?
Only if you count the English muffin as toast. Otherwise, it's 2.
Oh, okay.
I figure there's an art to hitching a ride. You have to be able to read people very quickly. Waiting tables is no different.
Why do I have points?
You get to know what people want before they know what they want. It's a sixth sense. It's good you managed to lose Hops back there. Let me guess, did he try to make you promise to meet him again? Yeah, we've all made a few of those. This highway is
Going
practically
on?
paved with broken oaths sworn to Hops, patron saint of useless stuff. He doesn't mean badly, Hops. He's just a bit stuck in the past. That's why he has all that junk in his car. Can't let go of anything. Can't change. People like to solve problems with the tools they understand. Hops thinks all the useful tools are in the glove box of his own memory. That's why it's good you got clear of him. He's a bad influence for someone like you. That's good. You can't live in the past. Well, judging by the faces in this place, you can't live in the present either. Look at these blue screen zombies. Everyone glued to their phones. Depressing. The living dead all around us.
Oh my
Not
god,
you
shut
two,
up. I hate that. They're more connected with people than they ever have been. Ugh.
You and your girlfriend. You were very much animated. Although, maybe not in a good way. That was some argument.
How come I bring that? Oh, that's
You
not what I
were
wanted.
right over there, sitting at the counter.
Not what I want to ask.
Well, I'm not one to eavesdrop. Something about text messages being present. The usual suspects when it comes to couple arguing somewhere in public in the 21st century.
Ugh,
I only caught
stupid.
the end of it. It was one of those things that suddenly boils over. One moment you were sitting there having your strawberry rhubarb pie and trying to figure out where the next gas station is. The next moment, when I came back with your check, there was this big scene with you storming out the door. I just want to be sure there's no trouble on my watch. Like I said, it died down pretty quickly. She hung around for another 20 minutes, mainly talking on her phone. Then she got her stuff and left. Seemed like she was making a plan to meet somebody. Nope. See, I'm not that nosy. But when I was wiping down the counter, I found this.
Found what?
Have a look. You might find it interesting.
Balkan tourism. Argus gas.
Weird, right? Gets weirder though. Check out the back. Seems like some kind of rendezvous. I mean, I figure that's not your card. I know, right? No idea. I mean, you don't even drive.
Why are we
Sorry,
getting
Copernicus.
points for
I've
multiple
helped you all I
things?
can this time.
Uh,
Sure, I can drop you off there once we get out of here. Pass me the menu, will you? I want to see if they have the seasonal milkshakes in yet. Aw, look at that. It's like a little map of your adventures.
wait, what happened?
How convenient. Even your gas station is there. Did you notice?
Wait, what are you
It's a
talking about?
typical sign, you know, of a lucid dream. Random happenstance, strange coincidence. This might be a good time to test if you have superhuman strength or can fly
Okay,
or
so
something.
we're lucid dreaming?
I think I'll have peppermint mocha or vanilla caramel. Sure. I mean, come on. Raisin farmer? There's no such thing. Grapes have farmers. Raisins are dried grapes. End of story.
Yeah, we kind of we had
Jeez,
that
where's
conversation.
the waitress anyway? I'd kill for a shake right now. Well, things become real when we invest meaning in them. When we make them real.
No.
There's a poem about this. A guy is having an argument with his friend. He's freaking out because the meaning of every word, everything, every idea seems to be falling apart. After a while, I understood that talking this way, everything dissolves. Justice, pine, hair, woman, you, and I. Exactly. Booth, menu, you, I, mustard, mustard. It all starts to dissolve. It's my day off reading.
Wait. Okay.
Well, he remembers this. Remembers this lover he had, and that helps him get his head screwed on straight again. Well, in a sense. It's more that he thinks back to what it was like when they were together, and the different memories come together and leave him with a sense of specificity. That things are real and not just a big pile of words and concepts and stuff that fall apart the moment you try to squeeze them tight. He thinks back to when he was a boy and remembers this river where he would try to catch the little orange silverfish called pumpkin seed. But you do. Just repeat after me. Pumpkin seed. The memories are real. Look at me. Don't forget me. See me for who I am. Pumpkin seed. You wouldn't believe how much people project their weird bullshit on me. It's the curse of the diner waitress. Less a real person and more a blank screen. Oh yeah, plenty of that. But also just these cliches people have with diners. I can't tell you how many swingin' dick Detective McGurks I've met in this place. Give me a coffee as black as a moonless night, darling. Shit like
Swinging
that.
what now?
Everyone has an agenda. People think they come to a diner for food, but they're really looking for something
Happening
much more
again.
profound. They want
clock
something.
gotta do it again.
And at the end, they settle up. You bring the bill, and they have the chance to make good again. Everybody wants to be forgiven. It's a simple transaction. You're no different. Only when you're as good at it as I am. In this job, you work as a professional shapeshifter. After a while, you can't even recognize yourself in the mirror anymore. You start to realize that nobody is what they seem. Not you, especially not them. This whole modern problem of people not really being present, it's everywhere. And technology only makes it worse.
Oh god.
Once the robot doubles started showing up, that was the tipping point. Robot doubles. The first models were so expensive, only Silicon Valley types could afford them, like electric cars. But pretty soon it got to the point where basically anybody could afford a robot double of themselves.
What the fuck
You
is she
could pick
talking
one up at
about?
Walmart, one aisle over from the toilet paper and the firearms. Even the company that produces my cheap-ass phone started them. They claimed they were on a mission to disrupt the human space. I hate that word, disrupt. They pretty much do your bidding, but you have to be careful. It acts like you, but it only performs at about 70% of your capabilities. It's you, after a bunch of drinks. So, if you're smart, you only trust it to do really simple things for you. Go to the post office, jury duty, fill in for you at your boring job. But people are lazy. They grow dependent on their robos, use them for all kinds of things they shouldn't, making complex calculations, blowing up boulders. People send their robos off to be with their wives, their families, while carrying on affairs. Check it out. Imagine you and I are in a relationship. Then you notice I'm acting a little slow. My eyes aren't focusing quite right. Like this. Look. See it?
I can't.
You just need more practice. Then you'd realize that I just stuck you with a pile of bolts for the evening. Right, so here we are. Two dummies out on a date together. Would your robo be smart enough to know that I'd sent mine? Or would they keep it a secret between themselves? All kinds of ethical issues, right? I don't know. I know you're trying to make your eyebrows move weirdly just to mess with me. Did someone stand me up with a robo? No, not exactly.
I'm just more and more
It's more
confused.
about this thing that happened to me at work once. Not here, dummy. In my former life as a flight attendant. Grab that thing and pull up a chair. I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
You feel like a sack of bolts yourself doing these safety demonstrations. People are zoning out, staring at their phones like the blockheads in here, or else just leering at you like you're the first woman they've ever seen wearing a uniform. But you start getting good at spotting the doubles. They're often the only ones paying attention, staring at you with those not quite human eyes of theirs. Technically, no, they're not supposed to be there. But like I said, people bend the rules, and security rarely checks. They're fine on the runway, perfectly docile. But something goes wrong at altitude, something about the navigation system. The FAA wanted to study it, but the study got shut down because you're not supposed to have them on aircrafts in the first place. So yeah, I learned to spot them right away.
Yeah, that's
It becomes a job requirement,
stupid.
a matter of survival. Here, try your luck. Have a look at the table. So, 1 mustard, fine. 3 mustards, not so fine. The one on the left is the real one. See if you can track it. Keep your eyes on the prize. 10 will get you 30. Uh-oh, you just accused Mr. Corporate Entitlement of being a robot. Unfortunately, it's really him. That's going to cost you 1 complimentary business class upgrade. Want to play again?
Sure. I can do it. Why do you make it so much slower?
Very good. You have successfully enforced airline regulations.
They just call me
Wanna
stupid.
Play again?
No, I'm good.
So, where was I? Pick that up again, and I'll show you what happened next. One time, we were doing a flight into Galveston, and we had a sudden drop of cabin pressure about 100 miles from our destination. No, but imagine this. Everyone's freaking out. I'm trying to help a girl with her arm in a cast to get her oxygen mask over her head. Suddenly, I'm aware of this Frankenstein monster lurching towards me. The robos, they're like an army of the undead. I don't know if they were affected by the sudden change in cabin pressure or what, but they just lost their shit. People are screaming, and we're huddled together like a band of villagers with pitchforks to fight these things, throwing crap at them from the drink cart, locking them in the toilets, and so on. Luckily, they started fritzing out on their own, like Hal in 2001 when his brain starts melting. Let me tell you, as soon as we got over water, adios! Out you go, robos! Threw them right out of the cabin doors.
There were no robos. That's where I feel this is going.
Throwing the robos off the plane? No, you're right. That didn't actually happen. You can't just open the hatch door like that. But it's a nice image, right? I like to think of it sometimes when I'm lying in bed trying to sleep. Maybe so. They're everywhere these days. I can see one in this diner right now, in fact. Can you find it?
It us. Um.
That's right. The King. Can you believe it? God, I miss the King. They say that it was the first robot double prototype ever made. He actually sent it off to act in some of those cheeseball movie roles he had. That's why they were so bad. Am I? Says the guy who called his own girlfriend a robot. I seem to recall you standing right there, complaining it's like eating lunch with an automaton. You really don't remember anything? What you were fighting about? What happened next? Well, I've got a little game that might help you remember.
Okay.
It's kind of like a telephone seance.
Okay, now
Ready?
you have my attention.
Hello? Is that you? This is your girlfriend. Yes, it's me. I'm calling from beyond the grave. So, who are you with right now? Am I interrupting you? Why'd you bring me back here of all places, of all the restaurants we've been to? Couldn't you have summoned me to that place with the sour cream pierogi? See, I told you this is a good game. Okay, so, I'm your girlfriend. Somehow, I'm not with you now, and you don't know why. Except, I am with you right now. That pretty much sum it up?
That's that.
No, this is my game. I get to ask the questions first. What's with this gas station you're trying to get to? What are you hoping to find there?
We need to get gas in a sec. Hey, stop it!
It's like we spend 1 year falling in love and the next 4 breaking up, right? What took so long? Were you just afraid of being alone? Or
Okay, I don't like this
maybe
anymore.
you didn't want to be the guilty one, the one who blows things up and hurts me. Were you waiting for permission from me to end it? Waiting for me to give you...
They're getting real.
Exactly. Waiting for an excuse.
The green light.
What? You didn't want to break anything. You couldn't get over the idea that this great future we were supposed to have could just be wiped out. The beacon we'd always talked about, our light in the bottle, gone. You left it to me. Put it on me to do what needed doing. Well, I finally gave you the sign you were looking for, right over at that counter there. You guys need anything else, or you're okay for now?
We're fine, thanks. You do anything to make it different, right? To fix things. I can take you to that gas station, and I can be her for you. Together, we'll open the box. You can make it happen. You can make it real. What do you say? Miss the old times? Let me be her.
No.
Okay, your choice. Now it's your turn. You can ask me one question, whatever you want.
Where are you now?
In trouble. It's cold here. The ropes. The man on the phone. Yes, the one I was texting when we were eating lunch. The man with many eyes. Yes, he has 10 eyes, like this. No. He wears them around his wrist, like a bracelet. Even while he sleeps, a few of them keep watch, their eyes open. He also wears an orange vest.
Orange vest guy.
Find the man with many eyes, and his friend, the man with mirror eyes. They're the ones who did this to me. Close your eyes.
Hey, where'd you go? It's like you went somewhere else there, having some irresistible dream. Good for you. Reality is always the best policy. Speaking of reality, the check has arrived. Works for me. What's the sudden rush? Are you sure? If you're lucky, maybe she hasn't even gotten to the gas station yet. Well, the card has Thursday 4 p.m. written on it, right? That was 2 days ago. And need I remind you that today is... Yeah. If we leave now, we can beat her there by nearly an hour and find out who's waiting for her. Well, that's easy. If I'm made up to look like her, he'll give himself away as soon as we arrive. I have a few wigs in the car. Like I told
like
you,
it.
I'm an expert shapeshifter. Come on. Time to be forgiven. And time to hit the road. Time to pay the check so we can get out of here.
Is that it?
This thing about robots is chilling. It says that 60% of the workforce won't have a job in 20 years. Hey, can you put down your phone for 3 seconds? I'm trying to have a real human connection with you, and you're so tuned out. It's like I'm eating with a robot.
I'm sorry, I know. We need to get gas in a sec. You can tell me about it while
Is
we're
that
in
the same
car.
number that's on
Put
the
that thing away.
Hey, stop it. Come on, let go.
Who is
the
that?
matches?
Who are you writing to?
God, keep your voice down. Look, I've been driving for ages. I just need to space out a little.
A little? It's like you're a million miles away.
Can you just give me a
We sound like
break,
an
please?
asshole, by the
We
way.
were just taking a break, remember? Now we're back together, but I feel this is the last place in the world you want to be.
Well, that's
It's
what I
like
call
everything you
self-fulfilling
ask, even when it's
prophecy.
not a question, is a question,
Ain't
and it's
love
annoying.
grand.
I don't like us.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay.
How do I look? Good. I'm a very apt pupil. A very apt pupil. Here, take my phone. Call for help the moment something looks fishy.
When you experience a world with two personalities, everyone you meet seems to have two sides. Geminis want to trust, but the struggle is to do so as their experience has taught them to watch out for selfishness and deceit to others. We back again. Hi, Danny. have a
Shoot.
question. Told me that she and I had a fight.
Right?
And I stormed out and left the restaurant first.
I did, yes.
But my marriage didn't exactly happen like that.
Right, it was her.
She left the restaurant first.
Yes. And?
Why did you lie to me?
Listen, there's something at the end of this road that you don't want to find.
Why is everyone lying?
If you only wanted to find it, there wouldn't be all this conflict.
Okay, so... yes, but also, there's no possible way for me to explain it. It's a lot of convoluted stuff, but... nothing here is literal. It's all a inner, like, fantasy dream going through something. We have concluded. And, what else? It's still Monday. Well, in the game, it's Thursday.
Drivers lying to you, drugging you with raisins, all the little glitches, things that don't make sense, the static. It's hardly been a smooth ride, has it?
Make it sound like it's my fault.
I'm just saying, there are two sides to every story, right? The argument back at the diner, maybe there was something missing for her. Something missing between the two of you. Fine. We can continue barreling along the highway if that's what your photos tell you.
I don't think it's like a Groundhog Day situation. I think we're like going through... like it's like we're trying to remember something. I think we're trying to come to terms with something. And I'm just not sure what it is though.
So what did you learn back there from your photo?
It shows us having an affair.
Oh?
Yeah, that seems clear. I saw the phone number.
Oh. You have my phone. Why don't you call it then?
I can't see all the numbers, two are missing.
And you think he's also this man with all the eyes?
Okay. Yes.
Hey, you said he has 10 of them, right?
That's right. He wears them around his wrist.
Have another look at that card.
Okay.
10 little eyes. See him?
Oh.
Freaky, right? Well, almost there now. Time to get in character.
No, I think it's just... I'm hoping no one's dead or anything. But I'm thinking it's just like... him going through the journey in his own head. About a breakup. I think.
Sure, I can't see a thing. What gives?
Turn around, we need to get out of here.
I can't. The car is jammed somehow.
Okay, bad things are happening.
What the hell? Watch it, Bunny.
Okay, I guess we're done with her. Ride number 4. I'm assuming that ride number 5 is going to be the orange vest guy. I also have food now. Okay, now we are in a trunk. That is different. Let me take a bite of it. I'm hungry. It's a carne asada baked potato. So we got kidnapped, so this is taking a turn. Okay. Call number. I think it's gonna be the guy driving. Oh, that sounds like the food. I know, like I had to specify.
Yellow.
Vern?
Copernicus? Is that you?
It's Vern.
Let me guess. You've gotten yourself into some kind of jam. Swinging
Yes.
by your toes over a tiger cage?
I'm in the trunk of a car.
Locked in a trunk? That doesn't sound like part of your dream. How'd you manage that? I sincerely doubt that. The fact that I'm hearing your voice now suggests otherwise.
I need to rescue her.
Don't mess with him, kid. He's the final gatekeeper. Way too strong. You need to learn the spell first, before you can go up against him. Hey, if I knew it, I'd tell you. Speaking of which, did you find the box, Copernicus?
We did.
Have you opened it yet?
No.
Figure out a way to open that box, Copernicus. Inside, you'll find out who you really are.
Can we start by getting me out of this trunk?
Lucky for you, I've got my farmer's almanac here. Let's have a look. Hang on. C, cabbage, caraway, carrot, car trunk. First thing you should do is reach around for the latch. Sounds kind of obvious.
No latch.
Okay, next step. See if you can scare up the brake lights. Can you find them? It's a little gizmo with some wires. Okay. Yank on the wires and try to pull the lights into the trunk with you. Got them? What color are the lights? We need a green light, kid. A steady green light. That's the way forward. Gotta run now. Good luck to you, kid.
Okay, Vern. You're still sexy. Oh, it's one of these. Wait, no. That one can't. Pink can't be worse. Oh, but that one can't. Okay, so this one needs to be this one. Oh, wait. Okay. So this one. Plus. Could be that. It can't be either of those. So, no, I think this one needs to be that one, I think. That one needs to be that one, I think. This green needs to be... There we go. Oh, hello?
ما أدري شو تسوي بسيارتي. بس من خبرتي بهذا المكان راحت سح بعدين. English. آسف، ما أدري هاي مو صدق، بس أنا أشعر بيه كان من صدق حاجة سعر. كل شيء هنا إلها
Do we
دلالة
know it?
رمزية، السترن، الجير ولا
Oh, no.
القرن على الدشبول.
Okay.
حس حتى لو أحد إيدي من السترن، السيارة من كيف تمشي عدل؟ إيه معود على كيفك، أريد أوقف.
Man spitting facts. Wake up.
And I lost my mind to horizon, horizonte. Tu me ressembles comme toi, Natchez. Them bodies qui pour you. And the sweet thought you would not see the torso jamilos. Them bodies qui pour nas studies is Μπορείτε να δείτε του οριζόντα στο τέλος του δρόμου. Μπορείτε να δείτε του οριζόντα στο τέλος του δρόμου. Έχω ακούσει ότι ο ουρανός the glowing asphalt και no puede parar de leer. Έχω ακούσει ότι ο It's on me, ever flitter. Sitting here, my horizonte del camino. And I lost my memory on the only way.
English? No, sorry. I could of course back in the real world, but it doesn't seem to have come with me into this place. To me, this sounds like Arabic. I guess it depends on one's perspective. Anyway, as long as you're not going to start shouting at me again, it's an improvement.
Put it again in the trunk of your car.
How would I know? It's not even my car. No idea. I find myself behind the wheel here night after night. And the trunk, that's my dream too. You don't want to know how many hours I've spent in there, trying to shift my legs to keep them from falling asleep. Why should I know? What makes you think you can turn up out of thin air and interrogate me? Who are you anyway?
You tell me.
I'm not sure actually. But here, it's funny. On this highway, everybody calls me Al-Shatir. Copernicus, huh? Suddenly, this doesn't seem so arbitrary. Never heard of Ibn al-Shatir? A famous astronomer. I guess you don't learn about him in your schools. One of the forefathers of astronomy, in many ways a predecessor to... Yes, that's right.
Okay, interesting.
Copernicus, Al-Shatir. Two iconoclasts from different lands who challenged the belief that the sun revolves around the earth. Two dreamers who had the conviction that their unique consciousness is not the only thing in the center of the universe. Maybe you're not just part of my story, like I'm not part of yours. You were trapped in the trunk, where I've been many times. It's like you've wandered into my dream, and I've wandered into yours.
I was thinking the exact same thing. His voice is also very nice too. How's this possible?
How should I know? Somehow the streams have crossed. Disturbance in space-time continuum.
What are
Me?
you dreaming about?
Yes, safety. A place far away from wars. From bombings. From the cockroaches that crawl out as soon as the dust settles. On the news, you hear only about armies and religious madmen. But it's the gangsters that drove me away. They're the ones who did this to me. I'm one of the ones who didn't make it. Not all the way. I'm stranded somewhere in between, trying to complete the journey every night in my sleep. The El Mahdi army. They called themselves an army anyway. They were looking for my brother-in-law, because he worked as a translator for the US military. Neighbors warned us we should move, and so we did, twice. Luckily, no. He was safe with the army, beyond their reach. A few years passed and we forgot about the threat. Life had returned to normal, and that's when they came back and picked me up. 2 days later, when I woke up in a Baghdad hospital, I found out that they dumped me off there and told the hospital that I'd hurt myself in a work accident. Yes, after that, I couldn't stay. The women in my family, my mother, my sisters, they were the only ones who knew. I was very close to the women in my family. They were the ones who were around all the times while I was recovering. The men, my father, my brothers, always working, always out of the house. I got on a plane to Istanbul, where my cousin lived. He took me to Izmir, where the smugglers are. They're easy to find. I bought a space on a vessel, headed to Mytilene, Greece, the closest harbor in Europe. Just a simple raft, but not as overcrowded as in some of the stories you hear. I was lucky, at least in the beginning. We couldn't leave for 5 days. Too many Greek army ships in the sea. Every morning, getting up at 3:30 to make a go of it. By the 5th day, I was so tired of waiting that I wasn't even scared to get on board any longer. Finally, impatience had overtaken fear.
It looks like a Bubble Justice has in a car with it and looking over. It does.
We did not make it to Europe. A boat pulls up next to us. People are trying to understand what's going on, but the men on the ship only speak Greek. At first, people are worried that it's pirates. They take everything from the passengers. Sometimes take the passengers themselves. Sometimes just ram the boat and laugh as it sinks. But no, these are police, it turns out. They take us back to Turkey, where I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. Of course, I did not remember all this in my dreams at first. These were things I remembered from clues I found along the highway. I've dreamed this highway, this car before, many times. Always a long drive, always danger. Sometimes I'm smuggled in the trunk, sometimes I'm driving. Always checkpoints, inspections, betrayal, always from someone who pretends to be my friend. I'm not worried about you.
Okay. I liked him. I don't want to betray him.
You seem too confused to hurt anyone. What is your dream about? A breakup? That's it?
Yeah, it seems kind of stupid now when you compare it to yours. Your dream.
Ah, that's more like it. Who has been kidnapped?
I'm
Who
not
is this
convinced that
person
there's an actual
that's been
kidnapping.
taken
I
away
just
from
don't
you?
know.
Do you have a photo? Who knows? Maybe I've seen her somewhere along this highway. I know her. The same woman, but with different hair color. I just saw her at the gas station a few miles back.
Oh, that's not her.
A decoy? What kind of game are you playing here? I pulled in there because I was worried about engine trouble.
Green light.
Yes, that's right. There was a scene there at the gas station. She was being questioned by two men. She seemed to be explaining herself, pointing at the empty passenger seat in her car. They didn't really seem interested in her, though. They were more interested in the empty car seat.
One
man was very
It was orange vest.
He seemed to be in charge.
And then the one with
Another
the
shorter guy next to him.
glasses.
Mean looking, like a shrew.
I think it's glasses, because he had mirror eyes, I think.
A trap. So, they were looking for you? Sounds like getting in my dream. Getting in the trunk. May have saved your neck.
Did you happen to notice?
No, I didn't get a look. I just heard one strange thing they said. That they were looking for a guy with 8 fingers. They were going to find him. Something like that.
Do we have 8 fingers? No, we have
8 digits maybe.
8 digits. Oh, his phone number.
And you wouldn't happen to have a strange blue box with you, would you?
Yes.
That was the other thing they mentioned. They have the key, but don't want the box opened. No, I didn't get a look. Say, have you noticed how many tumbleweeds?
Yeah, I was
there
just
are
about to
Sunday?
mention those.
I don't know, but the weather also seems to be turning suddenly. Turn on the radio and see if you can find a weather report. My God! Get that thing off the window!
Oh,
Get it off!
ew!
Get it
Their
off!
eyes! They look like the Tommy knockers.
It seems to be changing the weather conditions. Suddenly, it's sunny.
Okay.
It's not
Ooh,
working.
I don't like them.
They're stuck to the car. We need some other kind of weather to get clear of them.
This is clean and one catches my eye instead. Level 3. Level 3.
And high definitions.
Level 3 thunder. Bus is clean and white among the other 50 or so. Level 3 thunderstorm. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter.
Looks like tornado conditions now. Look, the tornado. It's starting to pull the tumbleweeds off the car, but it's not strong enough.
Warning, tornado 20 feet from car. Tornado warning, tornado 6, tornado warning, tornado 6, tornado 40 feet from car. Tornado 20 feet from car. Tornado 40, tornado 20.
It worked. Oh, good riddance.
Okay, very weird.
Look, That was very strange, even for this place. I don't know. It seemed they were spying, searching for something. Did you know this? What do you know about these guys? The ones who are after you?
The leader has a lot of eyes. I have their business card.
Oh, let's see. Balkan tours. Not directly, no. But I've heard about them. From a guy in Istanbul I met. He had made it through to Europe, but then had come back to get his family. But that's another story. He had come across this Balkan tours on his way back from Serbia. He warned everyone about them who would listen. Apparently, they had a charitable program to help refugees, promising to help them. But no one who accepted their help was ever seen from again. People just disappeared. And it wasn't just people in the refugee community either. Tourists too. There were strange stories. Did she mention anything about these Balkan tours to you? Yes, I guess merely the fact that you ever saw her again suggests otherwise. Still, it seems like a connection. Well, I hope she hasn't fallen into their hands now. Some of the stories circulating around refugee camps in Serbia at this time. I only heard bits and pieces. Nothing very clear. Mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. People losing their minds and never coming back. Yes, people who were heading from Turkey into Croatia and Serbia were being warned about it. Watch out for mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. Rooms full of eyes.
I keep not expecting this game to be as dark as it is, and then it goes into some really dark places.
Well, my friend, I think right now the best thing you can do is run for safety. They probably have a good beat on your location, assuming the tumbleweeds were on their payroll.
Like, what
Make
does it
no
mean?
mistake, these guys are dangerous. Well, we've all been in a dream we've wanted to wake up from, but couldn't, right? Let's just say there are people who thrive on that fear and have ways of keeping you from waking up. Exactly. What did you do to these guys anyway? Why you? Right. Where did you get the box?
Girlfriend.
They must be worried about what's inside. Worried it will expose them, all the things they've done, to her and to all the other people they've hurt. I wish I knew. Even if I make it to my destination, I'm still not home. That's what it means to be an exile. My niece, Nadia, used to ask me that question all the time. Where are you going, uncle? She was the only young person who knew I was leaving. Imagine, she knew when my father didn't. I was always mad at my sister for telling her. She would ask me that when I was putting her to bed. The only thing you can tell when a person that young asks you a question like that at bedtime. I told her the truth. Not the truth, but the truth wrapped in the blanket of a story.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
There's a place where the river Tigris runs through Baghdad. A place called the Two-Story Bridge. When I was a kid, I would go fishing there.
I
and
like
look
all
up
these.
at the water and wonder where it all led. As a child,
a lot
I
is
was
happening.
told that the farthest place on the earth from Baghdad is a place called Fiji. I would train my eyes on the horizon, and imagine that all the water led there, to the point where the sky met the earth. To my child's mind, Fiji was the place where the sky touches the earth. These people of Fiji, they must be very tolerant people to live in such a place where one has to stoop over at all times and can never stand up straight. Eventually, they resolved to leave and find a new home, where the sky was farther from the earth, where the pandanus tree can grow high enough to be woven. So, they left this land right under the sky, leaving behind those people so old and bent that they no longer cared to stand up straight. The other Fijians gradually moved away from the edge of the world, and the sky got a little higher, and then they found a marvelous place. It was fertile and lush, with excellent weather, an orange tree for every backyard. But there was one problem: earthquakes. Terrible earthquakes, as frequent as rains during the springtime in this country. All because the sky was still close to the earth. When there's thunder, it echoes off the roof of the sky and causes the ground to break. But the Fijians adjusted. They built their entire civilization out of rubber. Rubber houses with rubber beds that would sway during the quakes, with rubber restraints that would hold the sleeping Fijians tight while they dreamed.
Quite the story. I don't know what it means.
But Nadia didn't want a bedtime story about that. She wanted a story about good and evil, the kind of story children like. So I changed it for her to be about a Fijian princess called Nadia, who finds the source of all the earthquakes.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. As a child, to immediately lose my interest in a story, if it involved a name of anyone that I have ever known at any point ever, lose interest. You're bad at storytelling. You're not original. You can't think of an original name. Sad. Gotta think of an original name. Okay, what happened in the fairy tale version?
So, Nadia finds a dragon hiding under the earth. A dragon with a splinter in its toe, whose terrible roaring causes the earth to break. Nadia slays the dragon and saves the people by uttering a magic spell. Konothi se auton. Konothi se auton. It's actually Greek. Rolls right off the tongue, no? Okay, that was interesting. Can you say that again? All the mirror eyes closed.
That's the spell!
Seems like it. And look, that's not the spell's only power. The card. There's a phone number on it now.
Wait, what?
Do you know what this means? I think you're ready to make a certain phone call. Ready to put your spell to use?
I guess.
Good. Do you have a phone? Even better. So, here's the plan. You call them and tell them you want to sign up for a tour. Here's the thing. If they act like they're taking you on a tour, everything is good. But if they've figured you out, they'll try to distract you while they kidnap you. Take it from me. They tell you someone you care about is in danger, but don't believe it. If everything's fine, then everything's fine. But if someone you know is in danger, it's a trap. Get out of there. Are you ready?
Okay.
Dial the number.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep. What can I help you with?
I'd like to
That's a
tour.
big park. You near the Argus gas station on Route 90?
Yep.
All right. I'll pick you up in an hour.
How about I come to you?
You don't have a car, do you? Just guess from your voice. So, see you in an hour.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. I'll be waiting for you once you land.
Well,
So, it worked then?
I think so.
I think you'll be fine. Just keep
Oh,
the spell close
You're
at
fading.
hand. And
Where's your?
remember,
Why you
if they
leave?
start telling you someone close had been hurt, it's a trap.
I don't know. Is this supposed to happen? Or you just?
Isn't
Oh,
that
that's not what I
how
want
these
to ask.
things normally work in the stories of this country? Other characters shows up, imparts some hard-earned wisdom, then conveniently fades away. It's a few minutes before 3:30 in Istanbul. There's another raft waiting. Another try. Thanks. To you too. I think you'll be fine. You have allies all along this road, even in the cars of enemies. I've left something for you.
Letter.
Hey, sorry I haven't written in a while.
Okay. Last ride, it seems. Jack Ingham. Jack was someone that was written to. It was actually the other person. I think this is Orange Vest guy.
Hey, sorry I haven't written in a while. It took me all morning just to figure out where to buy stamps here. So, I'm sending you something from my trip, like I promised.
I think that's what's in the box.
Last week, I was at yet another barbecue. People here really enjoy their pork chops, let me tell you. There was this old-timer there, the host's father. He was talking about inflation during the war years. He ran upstairs to get something he was excited to show me. He comes back down with a 50 billion dinar bill. He starts talking about, at the time they printed it, inflation was so bad that in the morning it could buy one sandwich. By lunchtime, it could buy half a sandwich. It's a beautiful piece of printing, don't you think? All these O's lined up next to each other. Anyway, keep it tucked away for safekeeping. The big piece of news on my end is that yesterday, I finally tackled my fear of heights. Your humble correspondent from the Balkans went hang gliding. Yes, me. Hard to believe, I know. I wasn't gonna do it, but this tour guide guy I met talked me into it, facing my fears and all that. But then the tour guide takes me to the hill where they do the hang gliding, and they're talking about the most crazy thing that happened the week before. You're not going to believe this. It's a tandem dive, so they have you strapped in with an instructor, right? Well, last week they strapped someone in, but the instructor forgot to strap himself in securely. They go running off the cliff and the instructor tumbles down the hill. The instructor was okay, just some bruises. But now the other person is stuck up in the air with no idea how to fly the thing. Everyone on the ground is freaking out, yelling instructions up in the air about what to do. The girl said later that once she got over the initial terror, it was like she'd been flying a hang glider all her life.
Who was the first person to go hang gliding?
It must have been exhilarating, conquering that first wave of fear. And once you're up there, it is amazing.
Okay, who was the first person to try hang
The
gliding?
best thing is that you
Who was
look
the first
down
person to
and
do
there
it
are these
successfully?
Tiny white cotton ball things
Those
on
are
the
not the
ground.
two same.
And
That,
then you
there's no
realize they're
possible way
sheep.
those were the two same people.
It's not so hard to steer either once you get the hang of it. Today, when I was looking for stamps, I bought one of those inspirational refrigerator magnets in a tourist shop. It says, "Do one thing every day that scares you." I know you think this kind of thing is cheesy, but I actually think it's profound.
Collect memory objects. Oh, I actually need to go touch them, I think.
I hope we can do stuff like this on our road trip together. Can we? Sometimes I hate how we live in Seattle. Just sitting around in our own heads all the time.
Hello, Dino. How are you?
I feel like it's the reason we've been arguing more lately before I left.
Welcome to the stream. Ooh, what's this? Greetings from Seattle.
If you don't shake the fear out of your system on a regular basis, it curdles up into anger. I don't want to be angry.
That milk? Well, it's a milk carton that says
Time for
anger.
your idealistic correspondent to sign up.
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm so used to writing emails that it hurts my hand
We're
to
a bit
write a real
confused
letter
about what's
now.
happening.
How sad is that?
But
I
other than
promise
that,
to write more often.
it is intriguing though. Oh, I missed it.
And what about you? I don't expect a real letter, but an email would be great. How is everything going? How did it go with that California assignment? The thing about grape farmers? That was this week, right? I miss you. I feel a little nervous about coming back home to you, but a little nervousness is nothing to worry about. That's what I've learned here. Fear is the mind killer. Love you.
Okay.
Geez, there you are.
Who is it now?
Nice of you to grace us with your presence.
Wow, you're
I've been
off-putting.
looking all over for you. You were supposed to be waiting by the post office, remember?
Kind of.
Look, we've all got a lot on our minds since the accident. I don't have time to drive all over Mankato looking for you. Barely gotten any sleep since it happened. The tour, visiting hours are until 7, so yes, you'll get a chance to see her.
So she's okay.
She's in the ICU being evaluated for something called sub-fucking arachnoid hemorrhage. So, yeah, she's great, dude. Never been better. What? Hang on. Shut up. This isn't just any kind of phone call.
Okay. Do we have anything else in our backpack? Don't need to
Yes.
open the box.
No, I know. No, he turned up eventually. Yeah, he's sitting right here.
What is happening?
Do you want to talk to him? Should I put him on live with you?
Postcard. Hey Jack, having a great road trip. Would be a little easier if my boyfriend could drive. This is the person, yeah. This is the person. So I'm assuming this isn't Orange Vest in the car. But Jack is Orange Vest. Who is the guy our girlfriend was seeing.
No, I didn't think so. Yes. Okay, I'll wait then. What? It's called a headset. It's a good way to not wreck your car while you're using a phone. Something I would think you'd be very invested in at this point.
Oh, there was a car crash?
Look, it was an accident, I know. Sorry. But you just don't pull a phone out of someone's hand while they're behind the wheel. You should have known better.
Oh, it was our fault.
This is Skycam from KTOE, reporting to you from Mankato. For those of you heading south on I-169 on your commute, Copernicus, expect some delays around the Route 14.
Darlene.
Don't say anything. He can't hear me. Only you can.
Okay.
Listen, don't say a word. Do you have that locked box? If you do, roll down the window as a sign. The exit at 13 South.
Hey, do you mind? I'm trying to listen to this.
It's okay. You can close it now. No point in making him angry over nothing.
Okay.
Okay, good. You can't let these guys get a hold of that box.
Okay.
He may even have the key on him, this guy. They're taking you to her, but you have to be careful. You need to figure out how much they know.
To the hospital. Is this funny to you? Because it's not to me. Do you really want to go there? You really want to talk about this? Now? Of all moments? Fine. Listen, I know that she wasn't honest with you, that she couldn't bring herself to be straightforward about her feelings. I know it hurts you, man, but you two'd been growing apart for a while. In the end, she just wanted to be with someone more dedicated. That's the direction she was growing in. It didn't happen overnight, but the trip to Europe and meeting Craig, yeah, that was a big part of it. Oh, is that what you tell yourself? That all this is somehow his fault? Fine, whatever. Yes, we're all working against you. Are you satisfied now? Because this is hardly the time to bring your hurt feelings out onto the stage. Can I tell you something? You're a great photographer, I mean, nobody doubts that, man. But at some point, if people keep screwing you over, keep betraying you, at a certain point, if everywhere you go, people keep being assholes to you, well, guess what? Maybe you're the asshole.
I don't doubt that.
The radio? Sure, go ahead.
Copernicus, there's no time to lose. You have to act quickly now, before he puts that helmet on again. Use this bell. Stop him.
What? Yeah, know thyself. That's what I'm talking about. Gnathi Seaton. Greek for know thyself. That's a good start.
Not working?
I know you've had a rough 24 hours, but we all have. I mean, she's my sister after all.
He's lying.
He's not? Wait.
Hang on again, I gotta get this.
What's happening?
Yeah, I'm here. We'll be there in just a few minutes. Yeah, he tried it just like we expected. No, I'm fine. Yeah, I agree. It's time to call his bluff.
Step on the brake. Stop him. Do it. Step on the brake.
Ah, what are you doing? Let go.
I trust Arlene. I don't know why. Well, there's no answer. Also, he does not look too good. He has the key. Unlock. Okay, so there's another lock on it. Recall what happened.
Visiting hours are until 7, so yes, you'll get a chance to see her.
Wait, what?
She thinks you've caused some kind of accident.
I'm going away for 2 months. I'll be back before you know it. So, I'm sending you something from my trip, like I promised.
I am so confused.
That was some argument.
You two came by my house, yes? See, that's my silo. There in the background. She thinks you've caused some kind of accident.
Oh, okay, you keep pressing it.
She thinks you've caused some kind of accident.
Visiting hours are until 7, so yes, you'll get a chance to see her. Visiting hours are until 7, so yes, you'll get a chance to see her.
That was some argument.
You two came by my house, yes? See, that's my silo. There in the background.
I wasn't gonna do it, but this tour guide guy I met talked me into it.
England.
So, I'm sending you something from my trip, like I promised. Here's a security deposit. I'm going away for 2 months. I'll be back before you know it.
This is not right.
I wasn't gonna do it, but this tour guide guy I met talked me into it.
I am so confused.
I'm going away for 2 months. I'll be back before you know it. Here's a security deposit. It's great, right? I'll send you something special from Europe to put inside.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna do it, but this tour guide guy I met talked me into it. So, I'm sending you something from my trip. It's a beautiful piece of printing, don't you think? All these O's lined up next to each other.
The argument back at the diner, maybe there was something missing for her.
Find the man with many eyes. They're the ones who did this to me. He has 10 eyes. He wears them around his wrist, like a bracelet.
Okay. Okay. Are we the guy with many eyes?
Help me! Save me from this man!
Going on? What is happening?
Help me! Save me from this man!
Oh, please, I think you flew into the bottle on purpose. What are you, the public defender to all things living?
Fireflies can't talk. Someone has to speak up for him. If the 6 tiny mittens don't fit, you must acquit.
Yeah, I'll set it free in a minute. I just think this light is incredible.
Let's keep him as our pet.
Now is being cruel. I think I'll always remember this.
This is one of those nights, right?
One of what nights?
We'll always have this. If you ever get to a point where you feel like you've lost me, all you have to do is find your way back to here and sit down beside me.
I hope the grass isn't so wet next time.
I'm serious. Write a note to your future self and put it in this bottle. If there's ever a point where things have gotten totally screwed up between us, that moment isn't real. This one is. All you have to do is find your way back to me.
What if I can't find the way?
That's why I've made you this beacon. A bottle with a green light to show you the way.
It was the green
Sense of
light that
direction
we were
isn't
following
exactly
this
your
entire
strong suit,
time.
Copernicus. Let's make a pact. With
That's
this
why we're called
honorable Firefly
Copernicus.
as witness. I promise my screwed up future self won't mess this up for us.
I don't know. My future self can be a real jerk.
And you were.
Mine too. We're going to make mistakes. Hurt each other. Everyone does it. So, time traveler, what news? What wisdom do you bring from the future?
That it's never too late. That any mistake can be fixed.
Good, if that's what you believe.
Okay, I kind of see how most of it fits together. Kind of. Because that could be the end. That was the end. I thought there could be a little bit more resolution, but there wasn't. So let me try to put together the timeline. They were together. That scene happened. Slow scene, Firefly, cute times. Then a very tumultuous relationship ensues for like 4 years. There's a point where they go to a farm. They meet a great farmer for some reason, and then they go to her childhood home, meet the second driver, and then after that she goes on a trip. She meets a tour guide. She meets a tour guide there, I think. And then when she gets back, she starts a relationship with another guy behind our back. And we wanted to break up with her, but we didn't want to make her be the bad guy in the relationship, so we didn't do it. Also, all the voice acting was pretty great. I will say that. And then what else happened? Then we find out about the affair. During her driving, we see her talking or texting with this guy. Take the phone out of her hand. End up in a car crash. You got raised in the fire. That happened to Raisins, Fireflies. Those happened. It did fit itself into the weird experience. Oh, those stories actually happen. The weird experience of this game. This surrealist road trip that we went on. They did fit that pretty well. It took a while for it to start fitting into place. It is interesting how we went through that entire first road, the first driver, thinking this game was realistic. Like it wasn't all just in our head. But there's just an issue where I don't feel like it ended. Like, I feel like this is an open-ended game that shouldn't have been open-ended. I kind of needed, like, some sort of definitive end. Because, like, I still don't know when we unlocked the box and then there was all the zeros that were the eyes, and it went around our wrist. The man with the, what was it, 10, 11 eyes? Was that us? Were we the guy with the orange vest? Or was the orange vest guy the guy she was having an affair with? And he just was like haunting us throughout this time. Like, I'm not quite sure. And that's what's confusing me. I'm confused. If you haven't noticed, I'm confused. I did like it. What about Craig? Craig was, I think Craig was the brother. Right, Craig was just the brother that I guess drove it. I don't think there's anything more beyond Craig. But why did he represent someone that was helping Jack? I don't know. Why was he so... Why was he... That's... Yeah, I don't get it. I need more info. I am confused. Do you think there would be a part 2? I don't think there's going to be a part 2. I don't think we made anything up. I think the reason, okay, here, I think the reason that we have Jack is orange vest. We had Jack be like this ongoing villain is because in our head, they were the villain because she was cheating on us with Jack. That makes sense to me. It's not fake. It's just in the perspective, it is his fault. In our head, it is Jack's fault because he was the other man. Like us and stuff mix up in our minds, like not fake stuff. I'm only I just it's just weird. It's just weird what the drivers represented. It's also weird with the fourth one, the Arabic one. What? Because the other four were people we knew. He was one that we didn't, but that's because our dreams intersected in a weird way. So it's hard to know exactly how, like, I know how he relates. Because his story of... But then why was there this entire thing about a kidnapping? Oh, it's a kidnapping because he took her away from him. Yes, that's what it means. Oh. It's complicated. It's not easy. Metaphors aren't one-to-one in this game. But it was interesting. There were some trials and tribulations though to playing this game, but I'm glad we got through it though. Turns out Mystery Monday was very much a mystery. But I guess that's it. I don't think we really have much else to do, much else to say here. Was there anything in like not letting me choose anything? Yeah, I can't choose anything. I don't know what. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering how there were some key points where I do think there would have been different reactions, and I do wonder what would be different. But I guess that's something you need to look up in a different YouTube video. I wonder if we got the real ending, or if even if there is different endings. Who the hell was the lady on the radio? Why did we trust her? Maybe would have gone to the... I don't know. It's hard to tell. But yeah, I do think that's where we're going to end it. We can speculate it on it later. But I had a good time. Good Mystery Monday. We will be back with a stream on Wednesday. We're going to play more Kirby. I played a lot of Kirby off stream. I only did levels that I had already played. Got all the Waddle Dees and all of that. Enjoyed myself with that. I'm really liking Kirby. I think it's probably going to be one of my favorite games of this year. But I really want to get back into it. So we'll be doing Kirby on Wednesday and then back with DVD on Friday. So yeah. And then, of course, I'll say the schedule on Friday. So thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.